Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Albany County Board of Commissioners regular meeting, the last one in February of 2024. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Commissioner Jones.
Present.
Commissioner Rivera.
Here.
And Mr. Goss are also here. If you would stand to join me for the Pledge of Allegiance, I appreciate it. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item 3 is a public hearing. We have none. Item 4, comments from the public. If you'd like to make a comment, just introduce yourself. And if you're not from Albany County, please tell us that. But if you don't say anything, we'll just assume you're from Albany County. And the floor is open. All right. How about online? Any public comments online? Let's call for public comment online and in the room. Commissioners, entertain a motion to close the public comment.
So moved.
So moved.
Sue, could you second it?
I'll second it.
It's moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 5, disclosures. Commissioner Jones, any?
I don't believe so.
Commissioner Rivera, any disclosures?
I have none.
I have none also. Item 6, considerations of changes on the agenda. Bailey, please. Thank you.
I just need to remove item 12. I got some information about 4 o'clock today that's gonna hopefully help us out with that. So we just need time to review it.
Awesome. Item 12 is removed. Commissioners, any changes other than that? Oh, Kayla, yay, thank you.
I have to add a voucher to be approved to Spyglass Group. So this was the audit that Adam did through Spyglass. It audited all of our phone companies and all that kind of stuff. We didn't have a line item as to where to pay for it from, so I would like to pay it out of the ARPA revenue recapture, and we brought all of those forward to you guys for approval. It's a total of $12,349.36, but if we could pay for that out of revenue recapture, out of the ARPA revenue recapture.
And you said that's Spyglass?
Yes,
Can we put that at 18A?
that's fine. Yeah.
Thank you. And I had 12349.16 or 0.46, excuse me. Is that the number?
$12,349.36. Actually, I can just give this to whomever wants to make the motion, maybe Terry or something, because
Okay.
then the voucher is ready to be signed then.
Super. Any others? All right, item 7, approval of the consent agenda. Commissioners, I entertain a motion.
I move that we approve the consent agenda. Second.
It's moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, that motion carries. That moves us on to page 2 under the regular agenda, item 8. Present for approval the grant application to the Wyoming Department of Agriculture for the Emergency Insect Management Program Grant for Mosquito Control Services and Resources. Bailey, good evening. Thank you.
Good evening, commissioners. This is just our annual insect management grant. We have Big Laramie, Little Laramie. Rock Creek has decided not to participate this year, and then the town of Rock River as well. We're asking the state for $106,610. After we submit this, it'll go to a meeting with Department of Ag. They'll talk about it, then we'll get an award letter, and then I'll probably be back in front of you with allocations again.
Thank you, Bailey.
Bailey, did Rock River decide, did they opt out also?
No, Rock River is participating.
Okay, just Rock
Rock
River.
Creek Mosquito District is not. And
Well, the way the order was, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Lindsay's here if you guys have any questions for her.
Sue, any questions?
I have none.
I'd entertain a motion for item 8.
I move that we approve item 8 as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. Item 9, present for approval. Grant application between the Office of State Lands and Investments, Forestry Division, the Albany County Board of County Commissioners, CFDA number 10.664, project code VFA in an amount not to exceed $10,000 to produce equipment for the Albany County Volunteer Fire Department. Chad?
Hello, commissioners. First of all, it is gonna exceed $10,000, but we'll cover that on.
The $10,000 is just what coming from those.
Okay, so, the matching funds, we're gonna leverage some of the impact assistance money. So that's where those funds will come from. And if you'll indulge me for a minute, I just wanted to do a little bit of a show and tell because, I come up for these grants annually, a couple times annually. Oftentimes there's, pants and shirts on there, it's our personal protective equipment. And, it seems excessive that we're buying that many. And I just want to explain a little bit briefly about why we do that. The materials that are used in our personal protective equipment are Nomex and Kevlar, which are amazing materials for flame resistance and resistance to heat, but they're not durable fabrics and they wear out very quickly. This is a pair of my pants that lasted 2 seasons. Here's a knee that's gone. There's a clear shot of my boxers back here and the place where my wallet hangs out. So this is, these are the really high-end ones, the super expensive ones that I buy for myself. And they issue these, the hot shots and smoke jumpers. Last about a season and a half or 2 years or 2 seasons and they're smoked. So we do buy a lot of clothing, but they just have a very short lifespan. The material is very good for what it's designed for, but it's just not durable fabric. So on top of that, it also has an expiration, like a gallon of milk. If it's not worn out, it's no good after a certain period of time. So you'll keep seeing me over and over again. Because, new firefighters need pants and old firefighters need pants. So I'll be back.
Thank you, Chad. Appreciate it. Commissioners, any questions?
I have none.
I've had an entertained motion for item 9, please.
I move that we approve item 9 as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries. Thanks for the show and tell, Chad. That's awesome. 10, present for approval, First Amendment to the Memorandum of Understanding between the Board of Commissioners of Albany County, Wyoming, and the City of Laramie Police Department for alcohol enforcement in the City of Laramie from July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024, in an amount not to exceed $13,900.
Andrew was approached by LPD, who we have a agreement with in regards to enhanced enforcement for the prevention grant. They were wondering if they could use some of those funds for the fake ID booklets that they give, I believe the tavern owners to look out for. So we did an amendment to include funding for that, just decreasing their enhanced enforcement a little bit. So.
Any questions for Bailey? Now that entertain a motion for 10, please.
I move that we approve item number 10 as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, that motion carries. Item 11, present for approval, memorandum of understanding between the Board of County Commissioners of Albany County, Wyoming, by and through Albany County Court Supervised Treatment Program and the City of Laramie, Wyoming for adult diversion services from October 1st, 2023 through September 30th, 2027.
This MOU was kind of a handshake agreement prior to the application. Now that the application's been approved, the funding's been approved and awarded, we're moving forward. This is just their share of the matching funds that they said they would commit to. So $150,000 total over those 4 years.
Commissioners, any questions for Bailey? Not entertain a motion for 11, please.
I move that we approve item 11 as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, that motion carries. Item 12 has been removed. That moves us to item 13. Present for approval, the Wyoming Division of Victim Services grant application for state fiscal year 2025 and 2026 for the purpose of providing services to victims of crime in Albany County.
This application, is very similar to what we've been just doing year after year. The budget looks very similar to what we currently have. The one thing that is different is we are asking the city for $50,000 in match instead of the $25,000 in match. Vaughn was supposed to be at the city tonight, but I guess her item got bumped to their next meeting. But other than that, everything's very similar. I know that her and Kurt did work out, just a little bit of change in, what's the word I'm looking for? The, personnel.
Yeah.
So they just changed a couple pieces there, but it was, Kurt and Vaughn's decision. So everything else, it is a 2-year grant. We do one budget each year though.
Commissioners, any questions for Bailey? She's wearing a lot of hats tonight.
Everybody's busy.
If not, I entertain a motion for 13.
I move that we approve item 13 as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, that motion carries. 14, present for approval. Contract with Comfort Inn Laramie on behalf of the Albany County Historic Preservation Board for group agreement for the Wyoming Preserves Conference in June 2024.
So earlier, yeah, everybody's busy tonight. A few months ago, you guys approved, it was a group rate for the Hilton. They decided that wasn't enough room, so they needed some more rooms. So this one's at the Comfort Inn because the Hilton didn't have any more. It's for that Preserve Wyoming conference that the state has asked Albany County to hold, which we are receiving funding for to do so. So it's just to get that rate.
Any questions, Commissioner Jones or Commissioner Ibar? If not, I'd entertain a motion for 14, please.
I move that we,
Present. Go ahead, Sue.
I move that we approve item 14 as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye, that motion carries. You get the item off, Bailey. 15, present for approval, tax roll correction, the amount of $453.83 for MJ Ranches, Inc. Chelsea, good evening. Thank you.
Good evening. This was just, it's a personal property account and we got fingered the dollar amount for that mower in 2022. So we caught it, corrected it for this year.
Commissioners, any questions for Chelsea? If not, I'd entertain a motion for 15, please.
I move that we approve item 15 as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye, that motion carries. Thank you,
Thank you.
Chelsea. 16, award bid for purchase and delivery of 2024 Caterpillar 320 excavator or equivalent. Rob, good evening.
Good
Thanks.
evening, Commissioners. Commissioners, attached are 3 bids we received in response to our bid invitation. Purchase and delivery of one 2024 Caterpillar 320 excavator or equivalent, and the 3 evaluation summaries. I'd like to thank the 3 companies, Tri-State Truck and Equipment, Wyoming Machinery, and Power Motive Corporation for their bids. We do have representatives from Tri-State and Wyoming Machinery that would like to speak to the council's commissioners, so if that'd be all right.
Thank you, Rob. Who would like to go first, please? Please, thank you.
My name is Shannon Ewing. I'm with Tri-State Truck and Equipment out of Casper. I don't know if there's any questions. I brought some information for the council, or for the commissioners, on who Tri-State is, on the warranty that we're providing. As written in the quote, we're providing a 9-year, 9,000-hour full warranty, which will cover everything from components to hoses, to hydraulics, to powertrain. Tri-State has been in business since 1961. We have 5 branch locations. We've got 2 in Wyoming. We have 3 locations in Montana. And if there is a concern about if we can support the equipment, we most certainly can. It's hard to stay in business for 60 years without supporting the equipment that you sell.
So is it also a Caterpillar 320?
No, ours is the equipment. equivalent. Ours is a 2023 Volvo EC 220. On the specifications, we had very few exceptions. It presents very well. It will do the same thing, and in fact, it exceeds some of the specifications. So if there are any specific questions, like I said, I brought some information for the commissioners.
Sure.
So here's the literature on the machine. There's a little bit about Tri-State. Here's some information. Warranty. Machines.
Awesome, thank you.
You're very welcome. And if you had any other questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Okay, I guess, Rob, I have a question for you. Is it, do you reach 9,000 hours first or 9 years? What's your general?
9 years, sure.
Okay,
I mean, it's a support machine at the road and bridge. It's not like the blades, which is basically our primary piece of equipment.
okay. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it. Commissioners, any other questions? Not, we'll invite,
Hello, I'm Jeff Baynard. I'm the sales rep for Wyoming Machinery Company. So I do have a couple of questions. So on the bid, they did not meet all the bid specs. So one of the main ones would be so when we build a thumb and coupler machine like this one is, Caterpillar recommends that you upsize to the heavy duty components, which Tri-State did not meet some of those heavy duty components. And the counterweight was approximately 1,000 pounds off, which Caterpillar also recommends that you upsize to. With regards to the warranty, we also offer a 9-year, 9,000-hour total machine warranty to cover everything, including field service mileage, parts. And I will say that our support is exceptional, I mean, compared to any vendor, to be honest with you. We get 2 trucks a day, 2 parts trucks a day from Denver. Rob has a parts drop box located right outside his gate, which we have a driver bring over parts for all of our Laramie customers over every day. We have 15 field service reps based out of Cheyenne alone, which I would question that you question Tri-State as to how many field service reps they would have to be able to support the 9-year, 9,000-hour warranty. That's a big one, right? I mean, if your machine is down and it doesn't get repaired, it doesn't matter what the warranty is.
Jeff, was it Jeff?
Yes.
Yeah, you said 15 field service reps in Cheyenne?
15
in Cheyenne, or are they based around Wyoming?
Correct. 15 based out of Cheyenne, 2 are in Laramie pretty much every day, Monday through Friday.
Okay. Commissioners, any questions for Jeff at Wyoming Machinery?
Yes, I have one, Chair Gosar. Jeff, why will it take so long to get one of these delivered?
Because it was requested that it was a 2024. So we would have to place the order once the bid was won.
Okay,
Oh,
thank
and
you.
also, I would like to comment on the fact that they did not offer a buyback. So we offer, I gave you 2 options. If it was to go to 7 years, we would give you guaranteed trade-in of $115,000, which should account for something. And if it goes 9 years, we will give you a guaranteed minimum trade-in of $90,000.
Any questions? Rob, are you going to go?
have more here.
Sure, please. Jeff, are you finished?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Based on the evaluation summaries, Power Motive Corporation bid was substantially higher than the other two. So in evaluating the bids, we evaluated them from Wyoming Machinery and Tri-State Equipment. Wyoming Machinery scored highest in bid completeness and equipment specification, while Tri-State scored highest in base bid and value of trade-in. Reviewing the bids and evaluations, here are a few things that were considered. We have worked with Wyoming Machinery before and always had a great relationship with readily available service and parts. Their bid had a guaranteed buyback of $90,000 after 9 years. Their bid showed heavy duty components, as in the 1,000-pound larger counterweight. The 2014 machine would not be delivered for approximately 180 days. So at Tri-State, they had the lowest base bid amount by $2,906 and allocated $20,000 for the trade-in, which resulted in their bid of being $12,906 less than the closest bid. So, and excuse me, the specified excavator is in stock, could be delivered approximately 2 weeks after execution of the bid contract. This has been a very difficult recommendation to make because although the savings is easy to calculate, I do not know the reputation of the Tri-State outside support. It's causing me some hesitation. However, after evaluating the scores, evaluating the savings of $12,906 and the quick delivery, my recommendation would be to award the bid to Tri-State Trucking Equipment for the amount of $268,644.
Thank you, Rob. Commissioners, any questions for Rob? I guess, Rob, I do have one. Have you worked with both pieces of equipment, or your people in your shop worked with both pieces of equipment?
We have no experiences with the oval. I mean, and that would be some concern. I mean, that, like I say, it's kind of hard to evaluate service, on a monetary value, because it's not right there. I mean, the bid, you can look at it and see it. So, based on the bid, we'll be going with Tri-State.
So in a cat, you have a button that you can push that does it either for cat, or I can't remember the other machine.
Controls.
Yeah, but it's a control, but I don't remember the other machine. It switches it to, no, it doesn't.
Oh, to like excavator
And
versus.
you can convert it to different, okay.
Yeah,
So does the Volvo have that same?
Yes, you can switch control patterns.
And so does the Volvo have the same control pattern as a cat?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that answers my question.
Sue, do you have any questions?
Yes, for Tri-State, what, was he asked or did he answer about the outside support? What's available?
Yeah. Shannon, could you talk about the service and the outside support of Tri-State, please?
As I mentioned before, Tri-State has 5 separate locations. We have currently in Casper, I believe we have 5 technicians in Casper. We have 25 throughout our system. They're all equipped with mobile equipment. They all have 33,000-pound service trucks with cranes. We can send any of our people from any of the locations to any place that we have an issue. We have a care track system. We can tell when your machine is having difficulties. We can notify you ahead of time that your machine is having difficulties, and we can set up service at that time, and we can send people anywhere we need to send them. We've got a location in Casper, we've got a location in Rock Springs, And as I mentioned, we've got 3 other locations as well. So service has never been an issue with us. We're like everybody else. We continue to hire when we need to hire. If it gets to the point where this area is saturated, we need to hire more people, we will do that. But I feel very confident that we can service the machines here.
So how long do you think, if you were called in the morning, how long would it be before somebody got here?
Less than 4 hours.
Okay, that's what I was guessing.
Okay.
Sue, any other questions?
I have none, thank you.
Thank you.
And Rob, do you people at the shop have both experience maintaining both? Obviously the cat, but would they have to go to school for the Volvo or?
I don't believe they'd have to go to school. Most of the stuff that we do on these newer equipment, because we have the warranties, we don't have to dig into them as deep. Basically, our job is to service change oils, filters, keep it greased, those kind of things. Okay. And if it becomes a warranty part, then that's when the Wyoming machine or Tri-State would be involved.
Okay, super.
Ryan, can I have one more thing?
Sure.
I don't need to be taking up everybody's time.
No.
As far as consumables, filters and things like that, every piece of equipment that we sell, we carry all of the consumables for that equipment. So when it comes time for an oil change, we'll know ahead of time because the machine will track the hours on it. But we'll have the filters for that. Wear items, we carry wear items as well, teeth, wear items such as that. So any piece of equipment that we put out in the field, I personally will come down and we'll bring another person to train on these machines. And we won't leave until the operator is comfortable. Everybody is fully trained. We'll go through all of the safety and we'll go through the functions of the machine itself. So as far as the service and support goes, I'm in this area at least twice a month. We're not that far away. We're a phone call away, and we've got service technicians that can come and call.
Thanks, Shannon. Jeff, any last words? You don't have to if you don't want to. I just want to give you the opportunity.
No, I'm not here to disparage other company, right? But I do know there's been issues with their field service. And like I said, we are here every day delivering parts. I don't know what their response time would be to deliver parts or filters or what have you, GET or wear parts. We're here every day delivering parts. And like I said, we have 2 field service techs that are in town on a daily basis.
So I'm gonna make a comment. In our construction business, we ran all cats. So, I mean, cat has a near and dear spot in my heart. So I thank you for all the good things you do. But sometimes we have to look outside and you know, if it doesn't work out, guess where we'll be? Right back to see you again.
I get it. I get it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Shannon.
I would like to add
You
one
bet.
more thing, just on the, CAT does also have a product link. Basically, on our blades, it tells us when an oil change is going to come up. So it is automatically shipped to our office, which it sounds like Volvo would have the same thing. So
But the drop box is really nice.
Commissioners, any other questions? If not, I'd entertain a motion for item 16, please.
I move that we award the bid for purchase and delivery of a 2024 Volvo excavator as presented.
it's a 2023.
Well, you need to designate who.
It's Tri-State. Sue,
Yeah,
what?
Tri-State.
Okay.
I said Volvo instead of Tri-State,
It's a new,
but it's 2023, not 2024.
Yes, but it's a new never sold machine.
Okay.
Second,
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Shannon. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate the detail. 17, present for approval the purchase of radio communications equipment for Motorola in the amount of $79,963.40 to come from impact assistance funds. Sheriff Appelhans.
Good evening, Commissioners. This is a purchase for radio communications equipment from Motorola, who's on the state contract. In your packet, you should have our invoices on there that shows you the discounts that's coming from the state contract as well, along with the sole source letters on there. This purchase is to go into the new vehicles purchased and the new equipment purchased with impact assistant funds for some of the bids that we've gone through the last couple months for the vehicle purchases that you guys have approved. So.
Awesome. Commissioners, any questions for Sheriff Appelhans? Not, I'd entertain a motion for item 17, please.
I move that we approve item 17 as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you, Commissioners.
18, present for discussion and approval, resolution to establish the Albany County Transportation Authority and to establish the Board of Directors. Thank you, Jennifer.
You're welcome, Commissioners. I sent this resolution late this afternoon. I kind of forgot till today. I actually needed to draft it. You had a discussion at a prior meeting about restarting ACTA because of a grant the city has that requires it. And Janine sent an email earlier this month, right, like the 7th, asking where we were in that process. I said, I checked with Tracy and Kayla. I said, I remember discussing, but I don't think we approved anything. So this is before you now to consider the approval of restarting the ACTA board. It's the resolution that is drafted that's in your email has, instead of the prior board had 9 members, this one only has 5, just for the sake of manageability of a board with 3 appointees from the county and 2 that are city nominees. The board, because it's being created by resolution, all of the actual board members have to be appointed by the commission.
Do we have a time frame for the appointment of those commissioners? Jennifer, do you know?
They are 3-year terms. And so it is laid out in the resolution that each of, that's okay, I got it.
You got
it. The 3 commissioner initial appointees would be for a 3-year term, a 2-year term, and a 1-year term. And the 2 city appointees would be for a 3-year term and a 2-year term. So that there's, at least for that first one, there's staggered. And then after that, it's a 3-year term. And people can renew for 1 additional term.
Okay.
And the resolution also indicates that the board, once it's appointed, will create bylaws. So I can do a draft of those so that the board will have them as a starting point once everybody's been appointed.
Thank you, Jennifer. Commissioners, any questions for Jennifer? I guess just in the weeds a bit, the 1-year term, do they get a chance for just 1 3-year term, or do they get 1, 3?
I think so statute says that you can be appointed for 1 additional term. So I think it would be just 1 3-year term for a total of 4 for those, the one year appointee.
Yeah. Okay.
But somebody else could be appointed.
Yes.
Rather than that person.
Yeah.
Locked
Yeah.
Yeah. If somebody was only there to help get it started and then they were like, and then
Yes.
might be the best board appointment of the whole county. You just never know. Short term, I'll help for a minute.
Any other questions? Do you have a resolution number so that we can put that in the
It
motion?
is 2024-006.
Commissioners, if there are no questions, I entertain a motion for resolution 2024-006.
I move that we approve item 18 as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. Item 19. Oh, 18A. Thank you so much. So it'd be a voucher for Spyglass from the ARPA revenue recapture in the amount of $12,349.36. I'd entertain that motion. Someone.
I move that we approve the Spyglass voucher in the amount of $12,349.36 as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
That motion carries. Now we'll head to 19. Executive session pursuant to Wyoming State Statute 16-4-405A triple I. I'd entertain that motion.
I move that we go into executive session at 6:35.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. We're leaving regular session into executive session.
Thank you.
6:36, and thank you all. Appreciate it. And Jennifer, who all needs to be in the room?
Just sheriff, I believe.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right.
The camera's on, the sound has been unmuted. Let's wait till we see Sue here, and then we'll finish this up.
I hear you, Pete.
Awesome. Super. Item 21, return to regular session. I'd entertain a motion to return to regular session.
I move that we return to regular session at 7:09.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. 22, action, and I don't believe there is, please correct me if I'm wrong, regarding the executive session, not required. Item 23, approve payroll and vouchers for February 2024. I entertain that motion.
I move that we approve vouchers for the date stated.
As presented.
As presented, please.
Second. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye, that motion carries. Seeing no more business for the Albany County Commission, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded.
It's been moved and seconded.
All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. We'll see you in March. Thank you.